Article 2 gives buyers the right to inspect goods that are tendered, delivered, or identified to a sales contract before paying for or accepting them. In this lesson, we'll explore Article 2's rules for inspection and acceptance of goods. An inspection allows the buyer to examine the goods to determine whether they comply with the party's contract. The buyer may inspect the goods at any reasonable time or place and in any reasonable manner, as determined by usages of trade, the party's past practices, and the surrounding circumstances. Under Article 2, the buyer is deemed to have accepted the goods if the buyer signifies acceptance to the seller, fails to make an effective rejection, or does something inconsistent with the seller's ownership. Let's take a closer look at each of these methods of acceptance. Imagine that a fashion boutique ordered 200 dresses from a clothing manufacturer. After the dresses were delivered, the boutique took a reasonable amount of time to inspect them. Despite finding that several dresses were the wrong color, the boutique paid the manufacturer and displayed the dresses for sale. Did the boutique accept the dresses? Yes. A buyer accepts goods if, after having a reasonable opportunity to inspect them, the buyer signifies to the seller through words or conduct that the goods conform to the contract, or that the buyer will accept the goods despite their nonconformity. Here, the boutique likely accepted the dresses by taking possession of them after inspection, paying for them, and displaying them for sale. Although payment and possession aren't always conclusive, here the circumstances signified acceptance to the manufacturer. Conversely, let's say the boutique paid for the dresses up front. When the dresses arrived, the boutique took possession of them, inspected them, and found that several dresses were the wrong color. The boutique contacted the manufacturer and asked to return the dresses for a refund. In this scenario, although the boutique took possession of the dresses upon delivery, it only held them long enough to inspect them, ascertain the nonconformities, and reject them. Thus, because the rejection occurred within a reasonable time for inspection, there was no acceptance.